Jamie Carragher's name on the tip of every Barcelona headline is not a coincidence, it's a storyline. When a voice as loud as his publicly singles out the Catalans as favourites for the Champions League, you feel it ripple through the football world. Last season left a scar. Barcelona came inches from a final before an extra-time heartbreak in the semis, and that kind of pain either breaks teams or steals them. This feels like the latter. Behind closed doors, the message was simple: learn, sharpen and return hungrier. The club's players grew from that defeat. The coach sharpened his ideas. The board nodded in agreement that Europe must be the target. Now pundits are no longer whispering a contender, they're saying a favourite. That shift in language changes expectations, ticket prices and headlines overnight. This week, the Champions League group stage kicks off and Barca's opening test is anything but easy. A trip to St James Park to face Newcastle, a ground that's passionate, noisy and capable of producing the kind of upset that topples big reputations. It's the sort of match that will show whether Barcelona have the mental steel to carry the weight of those pundit predictions. If they survive Newcastle and impose their football, the momentum could roll through the group stage and into knockout nights, where pedigree and experience matter. If they stumble, the pundit narrative will implode as fast as it built up. So the stakes aren't theoretical, they're immediate, tangible and unforgiving. Why are the experts so bullish? It's not just nostalgia for Barcelona's golden years. It's the clear improvements on display last season, the tactical clarity, the squad depth and the way key players performed when the lights were brightest. Names that are now household headlines have shown consistency at the top level, while the coach's tweaks have balanced flair with defensive discipline. Add to that the return of a few injured faces and the strategic moves in the transfer window, and you get a squad better prepared for a long European campaign. Watching them last season, many pundits saw the blueprint of a team that had learned how to win critical moments, the kind of team that can navigate the biggest test of all: two-legged ties, late-night away goals and relentless pressure from elite opponents. Then there's the tantalising fantasy that already has fans spinning: a Barcelona versus Liverpool final in Budapest. The image sells itself. Two footballing heavyweights, contrasting styles, a global audience and a final date that pundits have already circled on calendars. Whether that exact matchup happens is up to dozens of high-pressure matches and fickle margins. But the discussion reflects a very real sentiment. Barcelona are seen as capable of going all the way. Liverpool, similarly lauded by analysts, would make for a blockbuster final, and pundit predictions that pair these clubs together only sharpen the narrative for viewers and bettors and neutrals who crave drama. Off the pitch, this is a moment of atmosphere and expectation. The dressing room knows the weight of history. The club's hierarchy knows what a European trophy would mean for commercial and sporting pride. The fans know this could be the season that turns near miss into celebration. But football is played on the turf, not in headlines. That's why Thursday's clash at Newcastle matters more than any pundit claim. It's where proof begins. If Barcelona step onto St James Park with composure, control and the ruthless finishing of the team we glimpsed last season, the Carragher predictions will have legs. If they look jittery or out-muscled in the duels, those pundit favourites can be humbled in an instant. This campaign carries a narrative arc that's irresistible, a team hurt by a narrow elimination, now fed on a diet of ambition, expert backing and hungry players who want to erase the what-ifs. Expect tactical chess, moments of individual genius and stretches when Barcelona will try to summon the magic that has defined their best European nights, but also expect tests, physical, emotional and tactical. Champions League glory is not handed out, it's carved out, match by match by match. For Barcelona, the road to redeeming last season's heartbreak runs through England first, a noisy, unforgiving stadium on Thursday night, and if they pass that crucible, the whispers about Budapest might grow into a roar. Fans will watch, pundits will debate, and the club will keep its eyes on the trophy only. The real story begins when the ball is kicked, and for Barca, this season already feels like destiny knocking at the door.